Hello everyone, this is PatNat coming to you with a new abnormal video, at least seen on my channels or whatever. Thank you for watching a video on PatNat 2. Make sure you subscribe to PatNat if you like this video because all my videos on PatNat are much better than this crap, most of them. So I advise if you can only subscribe to one, I would subscribe to the other, to be honest. But yeah, you could subscribe to this one if you want, no one's stopping you. So quick disclaimer, I'm going to be ranting in this video. I'm just going to be talking about how frustrated I am with Metroid Prime Federation Force, the newly announced game by Nintendo, the next Metroid Prime game. And since I'm going to be kind of like harsh in this video, feel free to be harsh in the comments, basically. I don't mind you guys yelling at each other or me or whatever. Like, I'm actually going to tolerate that on this video because I figured it's only fair if I get to yell at you guys that you can yell at me back, so feel free to do that in the comments. Just beware if you do not want to be yelled at or harsh. You don't want people to be harsh to you or whatever. Then just don't comment because this is not a safe comment section because I'm gonna allow people just to yell at each other just in this video. Okay, so basically, this is gonna be a mini series, and in these series, I'm basically going over just talking a lot about Metroid Prime Federation Force. I believe there's gonna be 3 or 2 videos on it. This video is just about me ranting about what I'm angry about with Metroid Prime Federation Force. So, I don't know, hopefully this will appeal to some of you. I want to start off by saying that E3, if you don't know what it is a gaming convention where big companies come by and announce games that will be coming out in the future. They let you play some demos for games, and it's awesome. They give out hints and stuff like that. It's really such a cool convention. You probably already know what it is. And Nintendo either attends E3 or sends a video there every year, just announcing some cool stuff. This year, interesting Direct. I personally was very disappointed with the Direct, but that discussion is for a whole nother video. Maybe, possibly, probably not. But basically, in that video, they announced Metroid Prime Federation Force. So, I'll start off by being as optimistic about this game as I can, about how little they've shown about it, but I'm just going to be really optimistic for a moment so I can just be angry as heck the rest of the time. So, starting off, you will notice that the game is Metroid Prime Federation Force, and that you play as 4 Federation troopers. This means that it is 4-player co-op, which is awesome. I think it's a really cool mechanic. And I would love to, that just looks cool to me. That's all I can say about that. Later in the trailer, they announced Metroid Prime Blast Ball, which looks like a minigame, but I guess it's its own game. Metroid Prime Blast Ball looks like it will be fun for a whole 5 minutes. I mean, how often can you just shoot balls into goals? Okay, sorry, optimistic time. And it looks like the game will be out in 2016. That is it. That is all I can say good about what I've seen. Out of here's the deal. The trailer is 56 seconds long. 56 seconds long. That's less than a minute. I mean, what? On the Direct, they talked about freaking Skylanders and their Nintendo cameos more than they talked about their hit Metroid franchise. Their hit Nintendo franchise. Whatever. Their franchise. Their hit franchise. Metroid. Less than a minute about this huge series? This isn't just Metroid we're talking about. This is Metroid Prime as well. I mean, any Metroid game alone should have more time, but Metroid freaking Prime? Metroid Prime is the first-person series of Metroid, if you don't know, that is just freaking amazing. It's flat out amazing. It's games about exploration and just action-packed, and I don't know, how else would you describe it? I guess puzzles? So there's a little bit of puzzles, not much. And a good amount of platforming, maybe a little bit too much. But basically, it's an amazing series, and all of those really cool elements you will not find in this trailer. Now, note, I can only find that many good things in a less than a minute trailer. Just look at all the bad things I can find out. First of all, Federation? The freaking Galactic Federation? Why? Why the Galactic Federation? So many people hate Other M. I'm personally not one of them. I'm like one of the few people who actually enjoyed that game, but that's a discussion for another video. But even I hated the Galactic Federation. Everyone hates the Galactic Federation. I don't care who you are. I don't care which games you played. You hate the Galactic Federation. Even like you don't like them in Metroid Prime 2. You don't like them in Metroid Prime 3. You hate them in Other M. And even in Fusion, you don't like them. No one likes the Galactic Federation. And to have these guys as our protagonists? What? Freaking Samus is gone. She's the best space bounty hunter out there. And they're like, Samus, no one needs her. I mean, what? Look, 5 years since the last Metroid game. 5 years. And they just make a game without Samus. Let alone 8 years since the last Prime game. I don't think people realize exactly how important that name is. Prime. That has a big name. Metroid also has a big name, but Metroid Prime, that name, you do not mess with that name. And that's exactly what they were doing here. 4 nameless, faceless Federation units. I mean, they don't even bring back Adam Malkovich or the black guy who was like, remember me? They don't bring back those guys. No. They just have faceless, personality-less, nameless Federation units. Now, okay, they might have some personality. Like, they had the Treehouse Live, where they showed some gameplay. So I watched that. I've seen everything they've announced about it. So I'm not going at this half-heartedly. I've seen everything they've announced. And watching that, I see that they talk to each other, but it didn't look like any of them had personality. It just looked like, go fight that guy over there. Next text dialogue, I got it covered over here. Make sure you attack that thing over there or whatever. You know, there's no personality. There's no characteristics. I mean, even Samus, before Other M, even she had personality. She kind of did. I mean, with the Super Metroid and... No, with the Metroid and Super Metroid and stuff like that, and brief moments where she looks down at, or she smiles or whatever, like a smile. You see a smile on Samus's face every once in a while. You don't see smiles, you don't see frowns, you don't see expressions on these characters. You know why? These main characters aren't even characters. You know it's a bad sign when your main characters are not even characters. That is just bullcrap. I mean, seriously, not even characters. Okay, so we're gonna kind of move on from the Federation part, as painful as that is. This game is way too childish, way too cartoonish. Everything about it, nothing. It's not Metroid. Metroid is creepy. Metroid has a scary environment, and it's a little bit gory. I mean, you have to pull up some bodies in Metroid Prime 3 to get through one of these doors. Metroid is not a walk through the park kind of game. It is scary and lonely, and we love it. We love shooting zoomers and seeing green blood splatter. I don't know, that doesn't really come from the zoomers. That's more from the bugs or whatever. But you get what I'm saying. I mean, this atmosphere. Yes, that is the word I was looking for. Atmosphere. It is a huge, major, essential part of a Metroid Prime series. The atmosphere in this is so different. It's drastically different. Look at that boss. Look at him. That does not look like a Metroid enemy. Now, there are returning Metroid characters, but they don't look anything like they did before. It's so childish. That really drives me crazy. The game is just so childish. It's like it's for an entirely different audience. Woo! Their visors are bright colors. I mean, everything about this speaks child and not the demographic that it was aimed for. The other Prime games were aimed for, and that really bothers me. It really bothers me. Now, the biggest thing that bothers everyone here, I've kind of been leading up to this, is that this is not a Metroid Prime game. This is so different from a Metroid Prime game. There's exploration in a Metroid Prime game, there's platforming, there's adventure, there's all this stuff that is just not there in this game. The atmosphere is the biggest thing, but it's not a Prime game. That's what everyone's upset about right now. Because I'm I am not the only one who's upset about this. Everyone is not happy with this, basically. But the biggest thing is that this looks like a completely different game. It really does. It doesn't look like a Metroid Prime game. It looks like an indie game almost. And I would not be surprised in the slightest if just one day they're making this game that looked kind of cool, and then Nintendo said, hey, we haven't said anything about Metroid in a while. Let's slap Metroid Prime on that title so we can please the fans. No! You have so many standards. So many high standards you have to stick to. This crap is not any of those standards. In 1 minute, you had 1 minute to show this trailer, and he spent like 30 seconds on Blast Ball. That is not the kind of standard that you need. That's not the standard you have. Blast Ball? Are you kidding me? You're advertising that as its own game, and it takes up half the trailer time. We can see like nothing about this game that we want, and only that we don't want. That's probably because we don't want this game. Anyway, so a lot of people are upset about this, like I said earlier. Some people are extremely upset and actually created a petition, an online petition to cancel the game in progress, to just drop it, to make Nintendo stop it. And it already has over 12,000 people backing it. Probably more. No, I believe it was 17,000 now. Yeah, I just checked. It's 17,000 people backing it. And it's just going to be more by the time you watch this video. Over 17,000. And guys, this game came out on Tuesday. It came out on E3 the 16th. That many people wanted to get it canceled. Personally, I'll say right off the bat, I do not think this is a good reaction. I do not think canceling it is a good idea. And I will explain that in my next video, because like I said, this is a mini-series. I'll also link to it in the next video, not this video. But I will link to the interview I talked about a little bit, so you guys can check that out. It's actually a little bit interesting, seeing their takes on it. But a lot of disappointment, too. A lot of disappointment came from this game. Anyway, I think I'll just link you guys over to my Metroid Prime 4 theory or whatever. How they will tie in the Metroid Prime 3 ending with Metroid Prime 4 beginning as far as the story goes theory. You guys can check that out. I made it in March, so I don't have all the information I have today. But whatever. I'll also link over to a video that I think was talked a lot about why this is bad or whatever. Just a reaction video. Maybe I won't. I don't know. You'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my main channel. And you can subscribe to this one if you want. It's kind of just all crap. But, hey, maybe there's something here you like. Make sure you check out the next episodes when they come out, which will be really, really soon. Alright, thank you for watching, and so long.